Welcome to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show. Every week we've got a new guest from the community where we get to talk with somebody from the political world or business or nonprofits. And this week we've got the Honorable, I hope Honorable, John McNabb, the Mayor of Camdenton. Thank you, sir, for coming down and talking to us.
You're sure welcome.
All right, so we were talking just a minute ago. You've been reelected 5 times, right?
Yes.
Whoa, so you've been the mayor of Camdenton for just a little while.
I've been the mayor for 8 years.
8 years, okay. Is this something that you, was like a goal of yours, you strived for, was to become a mayor at some point?
No, actually, kind of an unusual story. I was appointed to the Board of Aldermen. I was not elected to begin with. I was appointed to replace a good friend of mine who became ill and couldn't continue any longer. And I originally told him no. That really wasn't something that I was thinking about doing. But since he was such a good friend, he came and asked me personally to do it, and I just couldn't say no to him.
Right.
So that's how I got started in this. And then I was reelected. Actually elected the first time in City Council in 2007. Elected 3 times, and now I've been reelected as mayor 5 times.
Wow, okay. 2007 you got into it, so that's what, 14 years
Yes.
of this? Have you enjoyed it? Has it been terrible? Is it a little bit of both? How does that work?
Very small percentage of it that's terrible.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed most of it. It's really been a good thing. You know, I don't consider myself a politician. I'm more of a public servant. And I've been here for 45 years in the Camden area. And it's an opportunity to give something back to the community. That's the way I look at it.
So, and like you say, you haven't been a politician your whole life. That's not been your career. You were kind of drafted into it. So what have you done for most of your career?
Well, I actually came to the Camden area in 1976 to start a teaching career. I taught for 31 years, taught physical education and science in the junior high school. In that progression, it became the middle school.
Right.
And since I've retired, I've continued to coach. I've coached several different sports. I've been the girls track coach for 33 years.
Wow.
So,
and you've won state championships.
yes, we actually won a state championship in 2017. And I was also a football assistant on the 87 and 80 or 86 and 87 state championship football teams.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. What did you coach in football?
I coached the receivers.
Did you really?
Yeah, had a great time with those guys.
Those were some pretty good state championship teams.
They really were.
I think Coach Shore, right? The first Coach
Yeah.
Shore there. So you probably know the Shore family fairly well.
Yeah. I've known Jeff since I think he was 7. So.
Oh man, that's nice. Okay, and you also have some family in the cattle business?
My family is actually in the cattle business. My grandfather was a farmer, and I owned my first livestock when I was 12 years old. I've been in the registered limousine cattle business since 1988, and I sell breeding stock and actually have to deliver a bull this afternoon.
Wow, how about that?
So.
Grassroots right there from your
Yes.
mayor, right? Okay, so it wasn't your choice to get in. You had a buddy that was there, and he was ill and kind of talked you into it. Are you glad that you did that now, that you made that step? Or?
I really am. I've enjoyed it over the years. I like to be involved in what's going on in the community. Just to know. You know, I've learned so much over the time, and you know, I think it really helped me to be on the other side as an alderman for 5 years before I ever ran for mayor. I had a pretty good idea what was going on, and I felt like that I could contribute.
What is the power structure? How does that work? Mayor, alderman, do you have a lot of power, or do the aldermen have it, or how does that work?
Really, the aldermen are the people that have the ultimate power because they're the ones that vote. When a question comes up at a council meeting, the aldermen vote. The only time I ever get to vote is if there's a tie. And in the 8 years I've been mayor, I voted 1 time, and it was really a fairly small issue because I don't even remember what it was about.
Kind of like you're the vice president who breaks a tie in the Senate kind of thing. If that comes to happen, is there a whole lot of backfighting in there with the aldermen, or does it kind of depend on who's in there, or how does that work?
Well, I've been very fortunate. The folks that we've had on the Board of Aldermen in my time have worked well together. We talked about earlier, anything that's going to come up that's controversial, we try to talk ahead of time, give them an opportunity to answer their questions so that they know. I don't want them to ever be surprised by something in a council meeting. They need to have the background. One of the great things is our city staff does a great job, and they put out our council packets on Friday mornings for the council meeting the next Tuesday night. So they have all day Friday, all day Monday, all day Tuesday to call and ask for questions, to get things clarified. So that really helps us a lot.
And they don't feel like they're getting ambushed or ganged up on or something like that.
No, not at all. We want them to be aware. We want them to be educated before we actually discuss something.
So we're talking with the mayor, Mr. Mayor of Camdenton, John McNabb, who has been reelected over and over again. And Camdenton celebrating a big birthday this year. And we'll talk more about that when we come back with John McNabb, Mayor of Camdenton, right after this.
There's nothing like summer at Lake of the Ozarks, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach is your one-stop shop for your day on the boat and fun in the sun. We feature the lake's largest wine and spirits department, along with our lake-famous beer cave. And you'll want to check out our brand new Summer Fun Center with all your apparel, toys, coolers, inflatables, towables, and so much more. Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, voted the #1 grocery store in Missouri and your one-stop shop for an unforgettable day in the sun all summer long.
Discovered over a century and a half ago, Bridal Cave continues to amaze those who venture through it. As you tour through Bridal Cave, you'll see massive onyx formations, giant columns, and the one and only Mystery Lake. Bridal Cave's unique stalactite-adorned bridal chapel has provided a truly unique backdrop for over 3,000 couples from around the world. Bridal Cave is open daily, rain or shine. Guided tours leave every few minutes. Come explore the lake's favorite natural attraction. Explore Bridal Cave today.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly Unlimited Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Welcome back to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show. We're talking with the Mayor of Camdenton, the Honorable John McNabb. So you've been mayor for a while. And
8
been
years.
in politics for 14 years, 8 years as mayor. What's the best part and the worst part of being mayor?
Let's start with the worst part. The worst part is someone's got a problem and I can't fix it for them.
Right.
I can't help them. I always try, but sometimes there's just not much I can do. The best part, I think, being able to listen to people's problems. In a lot of cases, that's just what folks want. They want somebody to listen to their problems. And I try to make sure that anytime someone calls, they always get a call back. We always talk about their problems. I try to do everything I can to help them. Unfortunately, sometimes there's not much I can do, but a lot of times there is.
That's nice.
And it's great to feel like you've helped those people.
Good to have that power, absolutely. So it's got to feel good, too, that since you've been reelected 4 times, 5 times?
5 times.
5 times, that people must like you, right?
Well, I hope so. I hope they respect the office, and I hope they respect the fact that I am trying to do the best I can. And, that's a big thing for me. Just do your best, try to serve the people. Don't get caught up in my own importance, because I don't really feel that way.
Right.
And just do the best we can and to make the city a better place to live, work, and play.
Yeah. Okay, so a few weeks ago, big celebration for Camdenton because you celebrated 90th birthday.
The 90th birthday of the city.
Which is interesting because it's also the 90th birthday of the dam. So,
Right.
I mean, there was, if it wasn't for the dam and the lake, there wouldn't necessarily be a Camdenton.
That's very true.
Yeah. How did that happen? Because the county seat was in Lynn Creek,
The county seat was in Lynn Creek.
and they give it to you guys after that.
Most of the area of Lynn Creek ended up underwater.
Yeah.
And so I guess we moved up on the hill.
Yeah.
Is the way to say that. Camden became the county seat. Over Memorial Day weekend, we've got a lot of things going on with the city. The Saturday of Memorial Day weekend is actually the 90th birthday. That's the day. We've celebrated in a lot of ways. We've got a lot of things going on in the park. We had a disc golf tournament. We had a tennis tournament. We had free admission to the pool on Saturday. We're giving out hot dogs and birthday cake. So just a great event for the city.
Big O shindig, absolutely. And I think I love history, and I was reading up on some of the history of the lake area. And when they created the town of Camdenton, which wasn't a thing before the lake, they kind of wanted to put it where the highways were coming together, the new highways,
Yes.
54 and 5. So
Yes.
that's the big intersection there, and that's kind of where Camdenton
Yes.
is, and that's why they decided to put the county seat there. I mean, they could have put it anywhere, really.
They could have had just about anywhere in the county, but it's fairly centrally located. It's where the two major highways cross, as you said, and just a lot of great things going on in Camdenton.
Absolutely. So in the area, and I know we've had the mayor of Osage Beach, John Oliveria, on here. You guys have to talk because your towns are close. You have to work together and stuff like that. Seems like Osage Beach has been able to get some bigger businesses, more than Camdenton. Is that true, not true?
Osage Beach is just more commercially oriented. As I drive through Osage Beach, sometimes I wonder where the people who live there actually live. In Camdenton, you can see the communities. We're a little smaller city as far as geographic area, but we really do have some good things coming to the city. Some of the things I'm really proud that we've been able to bring in. Any day we're going to be breaking ground for the new Veterans Clinic.
Yeah, that's going to be
That's
nice.
really exciting for us. I think that's one of the great things we've done. We're working on our airport runway extension that's going from 4,000 to 5,000 feet. We're in the process of a $500,000 grant that will overlay Business Highway 5 from one end of the city to the other. So we've got a lot of things going on. We've got a lot of new businesses. I know before my last campaign, one of the things I researched was the fact in the 8 years that I've been mayor, we've issued over 300 new business licenses. And a lot of those businesses are still with us and they're still thriving, and we're excited about that.
Seems like this is the last sane place in the country, doesn't it? I mean, and it seems like people like to come to the lake. They certainly like to come here to vacation and get away and stuff, but I think there's a lot of people that like to live here too. So.
Oh, that's something that we've talked about since the COVID issues. A lot of folks have figured out a way that always had been their goal, that their second home here at the lake area was going to be their first home someday, and I think that's really happened a lot.
Yeah.
And it's really been good for the city. Our revenues are up with our sales tax, so things are going well.
Excellent. So do you like to hear from the community? Do you like people to email you or call you and say, I like this or I don't like that?
I'm always open to that. I'd like to have people stop into City Hall.
Yeah.
I have regular, even though being the mayor is a part-time job, supposedly, I have regular office hours every day. I'm almost there every day from 10 to noon. I know our secretaries know, hey, if you want to come in and visit with the mayor, that's the time to be there.
How about that?
They can call, they can email. You can find my email address on our city website.
Okay, good. So you're open to that. That's greatness. So this is the mayor of Camdenton, John McNabb. Thank you so much for coming by and talking to us. We'll have to have you on the show and get to know more about you here in the future.
That'd be great. Thank you.